Topps is coming out with a new product. With all these new formats out there, you're tired of shooting your shot and not getting the cards you want. Here at Honey Bear Cards, we got odds, we got exclusives, we got analysis. Information so good, it's like you got a card-seeking missile. Now that's what I call a banger. Welcome to the breakdown of 2025 Topps Series 2. Except this time, it's personal.
Hello collectors, welcome back to the Hive. Today we're breaking down 2025 Topps Series 2. We've got a lot to go over, so why don't we just dive right in. First, let's take a look at the hobby formats. As of recording, there are still hobby boxes on the Topps website for pre-order if you want to get yourself one. They're going for $90 a box for 240 cards. Now the exclusives mean you're not going to find this in any other format. So if you end up buying a mega box or a value box or anything else, you're not going to receive the base number variations, all positions variations, or the clear parallels. These will be in hobby box only. Now the jumbo box is going for $185, which is a $5 increase from Series 1. And that will yield you 400 cards. And the jumbos, of course, have the sand glitter parallel. Now here is a list of the hobby format exclusives. These items can be found in either the hobby box or jumbo box. Please note that the hobby format is the only one you will find the rainbow colored foil parallels in. This includes the gold, orange, black, and red. But the standard rainbow parallel can be found in anything. Also making a big comeback, Series 1 and Series 2 black parallels. This is not the rainbow out of 10. This is the same one we've had the last several years. That goes up in number every year. So if you're looking for those, these are the two boxes that you gotta buy. Now moving on to retail formats. This is where prices really start to vary depending on where you're buying it from. Hanger boxes come with one pack with 59 cards. And this is the format you want if you love some Diamantes. Mega boxes, still up for sale on the Topps website for $50, come with 16 packs with 224 cards. If you love you some Megastars inserts, this is where you'll find them. Fat packs are going to get you 36 cards per pack. Nothing exclusive in there. And then value boxes, also known as blaster boxes, will run $24.99, also still up for sale on the Topps website. 7 packs inside with 84 cards and loaded with exclusives. These will of course be all your holiday-based parallels, the hot dog, beach ball, umbrella, fireworks, and holiday waves. There are no tins on this release, so this is pretty much where all the holiday stuff ended up. I have the odds listed on each one of these because we're not going to be looking at those in the price breakdown later on. So if you want to review them, go ahead, pause this video here and write them down. Moving on to super boxes. This of course is loaded with a bunch of goodies inside. I can't be exactly sure on how many cards it is. It's probably about 140, but you will also receive a pin and an oversized card with a companion card inside that's more or less a variation. This of course is the only place you will find a silver crackle parallel. And then the Fanatics box. I'm a little premature on this one. I'm assuming it's going to be $30 for one of these. And historically it's had 9 packs inside for 108 cards. What I do, however, know for sure is that this is the only place you will get the Fanatics Authentic Redemptions. This could be anything from, like a hat or a baseball, any type of MLB gear. Some of it may even be autographed by players in the league. What you see to your left is an example of last year. They had a few things like autographed jerseys, autographed hats, and so on and so forth. Once again, this won't be included in the dollar cost spreadsheet, so I have the odds there. It'll be 1 out of 75 packs. You'll find some sort of Fanatics Authentic Redemption. Now, I know you're thinking, wait a minute, Bear. Aren't there odds for the display box, the grocery shippers, and the bulk packs? The answer is yes. Yes, there are odds, but I'm not going to give them to you. For the future health of the hobby, we need to set something aside for the next generation of collectors. These are generally the cheap stuff that kids can afford, or at the very least cheap enough that their parents will cave in to their demands. If we buy up all these, it would be no different than a fisherman fishing out an entire lake, leaving nothing for the next generation. Remember, we're going to need people that are going to buy these things when we get old. And that's right, I'm talking to you. I'll be watching. Alright, moving on. Here are some of the new inserts that I have photos for. The All Kings will be replacing the All Aces in our hobby formats. And the OPS Leaders, Summer Superstars, and Dynamic Dudos are pretty much going to be in every box that you find. Here you can see some of the new inserts that we don't have photos for yet. I'm interested to see what the World Champion autos are going to look like. Both the K-Zone and the backwards K-Zone will be hobby only. And now the rookies. This was a hard one. I'm sure there are many of you that are going to disagree with me, and you know what? That's alright. I still think it's probably going to be just as hard for you. The only thing I am sure of is the top 3 on this list. And 2 out of 3 of those guys are pitchers. Needless to say, this is not the strongest checklist. Now you're probably asking yourself, hey, where's Cam Smith, Matt Shaw, and Christian Campbell? Well, dear viewer, these are short prints. An interesting card to chase, but I don't consider these actual rookie cards. Their official rookie cards are going to show up in Topps Update, most likely. Now, it wouldn't be right not to announce the Best Name Award for Topps Series 2. This is the player with the name that I cannot wait to hear in all your breaks, and that award goes to Richard Fitz. Come on down, accept your award. Alright, we had enough fun. Moving on to the base parallels. To give you an idea of how this is laid out, if you're looking at a dark green color, this is the least amount of money spent on a dollar per card basis to pull said parallel. If you're looking at dark red, it's the most expensive way to get said parallel. Of course, if you're a set collector like me, the cheapest way to build an entire set will be through fat packs at only 19 cents a card. And by far the most expensive way is through the jumbo box. Now I included Display Japan on here for any of my Japanese viewers, konnichiwa. And also to inform my other viewers, just be on the lookout for your eBay listings. You're going to see a lot more of them coming from places like Tokyo. And watch that shipping charge. And also a question for Topps. Tell me you're trying to break into the Japanese market without telling me you're trying to break into the Japanese market. Just look at all that green. Anywho, for parallels, it appears that the best way to go, if you want to pull them, is going to be through fat packs and mega boxes. Hangers will be slightly less of a banger this time around, but a lot of that is because it's the only game in town if you're looking for diamantes. So more than anything, hangers kind of cast a more wide net. Hobbies and jumbos, as you would normally expect, they're going to be a little bit worse for the dollar per card average. But a lot of that has to do with the autographs that you're going to find in most of those. Before I move on to the autographs section, if you find any of this valuable, can you do me a favor and give us a like? It really helps this channel grow and reach a lot more people. And for that, I thank you. Now before we take a hard look at autographs, I first want to point you to the very top row on this spreadsheet, and that is the total odds that a box is going to have an autograph in it. So if I'm holding on to a random hanger box, there is a 2.11% chance there is an autograph inside. Hangers appear to be your best bet in retail, but hobby coming in clutch at 39.54%, which is an improvement from Series 1. Effectively, 2 out of every 5 boxes should have an autograph in it. Of course, jumbos are 100%, and so on and so forth. Keep in mind, when it comes to Japan, I have no idea what these things are going to cost. So really, this is just a guesstimate based on American values. I imagine these packs will probably be more expensive when you factor in shipping it across the Pacific Ocean. More than anything, it's to help out our Japanese viewers figure out what their odds are when they're opening these things up. You may have noticed that Fanatics boxes have not been great on anything so far. But keep in mind, they have an ace up their sleeve with those authentic redemptions, 1 out of every 75 packs. Now you may have noticed I don't have every single color listed here, but I do have every single base and every single platinum or foil fractor. The different colors don't change things much, and Lord knows the way I have it right now is hard enough for those of you that are watching on your phones to see. And I don't want to give you way too much information overload. Even with that, we still filled up the entire page. Go ahead and pause this video if you want to review. And how about short prints? This is where your megas and your fat packs shine. If you want a Cam Smith rookie short print, fat packs are by far and away your best option. The same is true for the True Photo variation, the Golden Mirror image, and many others. Again, if you want one of those black parallels from Series 1 or 2, it's going to be hobby only, but the best place to get that is a regular hobby box. So what should your strategy be? Well, if you want hobby exclusives, you're going to have to go with a hobby or a jumbo. Unless you want an absolute guarantee that you want an autograph, I would almost go with hobby box this time around. The odds are pretty darn good, and the hobby box has its own exclusives that you can get. If you like to see color or you like short prints, fat packs, and then to a lesser extent, mega boxes are the way to go. But if you're a retail only kind of person, hanger boxes are the most well-rounded. They have the best auto odds in retail, and of course they have those sweet, sweet Diamantes that I love so much. Well, that was a lot to go over. I've had to put aside the video editing on my Bowman case challenge to put this thing together. So you should start to see those shortly after this releases. If you want to continue seeing more from this channel, please subscribe. You know you want to. This is Bear from Honey Bear Cards, telling you to collect all your cards and bring them back to the hive. Peace.